Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mimi. So in today's video we're going to be talking about mistakes people make in their 20s or early 20s. So actually I've got like a lot of opinions about this. I actually had to ask my friends who are in their 20s. I had to ask all of them to give me their opinions, and I have a lot of opinions about it because everyone grew up from different families and different places and all of that, so probably they might have gone through some of the things I didn't go through. So I actually had to ask them, and actually I got a lot of good response from them, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys. I have them jotted down on my journal because it was on my phone, so I had to put them on my journal. And yeah, I have my own opinion too. I'm going to be giving my own opinion to you guys to know, like, mistakes we make and mistakes we should stop making in our 20s, because these things we actually found out that they actually ruined our life, or it's actually mistakes that ruin our life. Actually, that's why it's called mistakes we make in our 20s. It actually ruined our life, and we should stop doing all of these things. And you know, if you are a mom watching this, these are the things you should look out for when bringing up your child or something. And if you're a teenager watching this, maybe you're like you're 18, you're 15, you're 16, you're just growing up. These are the things you should watch out for, which you should never do. Like, it should actually stop. And for those of us who made the mistakes, it's mistakes, we learn from it. That's why we're going to be sharing this to you today. And yeah, so let's get right into the video. Giving up on our dreams for the fear of failure. Now, one thing you should know is that fear is actually a powerful emotion. Fear is actually a powerful emotion that can drain us, that can ruin us. Most of us in our 20s, we're going through depression, but we don't know we're depressed. We just feel, oh, I'm not fine, or I'm not doing well today, or I'm not doing well, or something is happening to me. But actually, you're just being depressed. You don't know. You don't even know the meaning. You're just being depressed because you're really scared. You give up on your dreams, or you start finding yourself giving up on your dreams. This happens especially when you actually have big dreams, like bigger dreams, and this is what you want from life. I said it before. I'm like, life is what you make of it. I actually tell the people I can tell my siblings, my younger siblings, every time, this destiny is actually what you build yourself to be. It's not easy for everybody, but sometimes you just have to keep pushing and take off this fear. Fear can ruin a lot of things. Fear can destroy a lot of things, to be very honest. The time you feel you have to go for that thing, or you have to talk to somebody about that thing, or you have to ask questions, you're being scared that, oh, what would the person say? Oh, what will happen if I do this? Or what will happen if I do that? But that time you're using to think and procrastinate, you're supposed to use it to go for what you want, do what you have to do, and see. Most of us, we don't even try before even doubting ourselves. We don't try at all. We just doubt ourselves, and then we start seeing ourselves deviating from the things we're supposed to do, or the things we're supposed to focus on, which is actually very, very wrong. So the last thing I would like to say, because I have like 9 friends who replied me, male and female, that I'm going to be sharing their experiences right now with you guys. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys, and telling you what their own mistakes were, or what they think are the mistakes we make in our early 20s. So the last thing I'm going to be saying from me is listening to people who talk negatively. Listening to people who talk negatively is like, it's the same thing as having people with negative energy around you. I have this friend who always says, think positive. Like, she always says it every time. She's actually my best friend. The most of the time I just say something and she's like, oh my god, you're thinking negative again. You have to think positive thinking, because this whole negative energy actually brings negativity to us. And you just want something, or you want to go for something, or you're hoping for something, and then you start doubting yourself. You start feeling negative about all of these things. You start feeling like, oh, maybe it's not going to happen today, maybe it's going to happen tomorrow. And truly, you start finding yourself or seeing yourself and these things happening tomorrow, or not even happening at all, because you've already been talking negative about it, or you've been thinking negative about it. So that's another mistake, and actually it should stop. I'm not only saying these things because they're the mistakes, I'm saying these things because these are the things we should stop doing if we're already doing them. When I was talking about discipline, it's not just from the way we were brought up by our parents. No, I've seen a lot of kids that you feel, oh, their parents disciplined them, they were so strict to them, and all of that. But these kids, sometimes they turn out to be what you never expected. What you never expected, trust me. One thing I've actually learned from 2021 is that when things are not coming your way, or it's not working, or it's not working the way you want it to be, you have to keep trying. You have to just keep trying. You have to start trying and keep on trying. Be it whatever you want. People don't get rich in a day. People don't get rich in a day. People that you see, they come out with their success story, they never show you the difficult times. They never showed you the times they cried to bed. They never showed you the times they had mental breakdown. They never showed you the time they had anxiety. They never showed you the times they were depressed and all of that. So I think you should always keep trying. Try to learn how to meditate and speak things into your life, because actually that works. Yeah, that works. Try to talk to the universe or God, whatever, to bring whatever you want to you. And trust me, you start seeing changes in your life. So the first person I'm going to be talking about today, I'm going to be telling you what he said. This is a guy who's about 27 or 28. He's my friend, and his name is Terry. I think I'm going to be mentioning their names in here. So actually, Terry said, not investing in ourselves, like reading books about leadership and finance and so on. And he also said, not developing on our God's given potential and not understanding our values. This is a great one, to be very honest. This is a great one. A lot of us these days, we're all about the online thing, the social media, the life we see in there, and we're trying to fake it. A lot of people fake it. A lot of people fake it. Wearing makeup and wearing a nice dress doesn't mean your life is on the right shape. A lot of us, a lot of people never read books in their lives. Trust me. Never read about the things they have to do. They just keep finding ways to cover all of this up and do what they've got to do to make money, legally or illegally, and they feel that's life. Trust me, I've seen a lot of people like that. Truly, we're not investing on ourselves. We're not taking care of ourselves. We're not taking care of our body. There's nothing like self-care, which is actually very bad. You know what? This body, this life, this body needs to be taken care of most of the time. It needs to be taken, not most of the time, all of the time. When it's time to relax, you should just relax. When it's time to sleep, you should sleep. I mean, when it's time, not just because you want to. When it's time to rest your brain, you should be able to rest. It's part of taking care of you. Trust me. You have to take care of yourself. You have to invest in yourself. Investing in yourself means, I think what I was saying was like, it means giving yourself knowledge, because he was like reading books about leadership and finance and life and all of that. So come on, pick up a book today, go to the bookstore, pick up a book, or you can actually find books online these days, books that can actually help your life, books you like, not just someone else's story, books that you would actually read and it will actually help your life. Go to a bookstore today, get a book and read, and you'll see it will actually change your life. Go online, read about stuff, go on YouTube, read about educating stuff that could give you knowledge and stuff that you would learn from that, because the knowledge, trust me, that knowledge is always and always going to be part of you, is not going anywhere. You're going to use it any day, anytime when you need it. So you should be able to do that. That's one thing Terry said. And he said, not developing on our God's given potential and understanding our values. Yeah, true. Most of us, we don't know what value means. We don't know what value means. There was a video I was listening to like a few days ago, and one word I took from it was that it is better to be respected. I think it was saying it is better to be respected than to be loved or liked or something. Yeah, it is better for you to be respected by someone than for the person to like you. This means you should value yourself. You should know that you're the queen, you're on top, you're never below, and all of that. Value yourself. So a friend of mine, also a guy, his name is Praise, and he said he thinks the mistakes we make in our early 20s is not listening to our parents and overriding on God's blessings at our early age. So I actually feel like I'm preaching right now, but I'm just talking. When the Bible says, honor your father and your mother, so your days will be long and your days may be long. Even in this life we're in, trust me, you have to listen to your parents, because trust me, they've been there before. A lot of us don't listen to our parents. We just feel like we can do whatever we want, we can do whatever we think. Even until now that I know I'm basically the one taking care of myself, or there's no mom and dad close to me, whatever I'm going through, I tend to call my mom or my dad and talk to her and tell her, this is it, this is what I am going through. And trust me, when they give me advice, I actually tend to follow the advice, because it's the right thing to do. They're telling you the right thing. Your parents will never tell you, your parents will never push you to the wall. Your parents will never push you from the staircase to fall down. So trust me, they're not going to tell you something that will make you fall or something that will ruin your life. No, they will never say that to you. So we should be able to listen to our parents. Like, yeah, true, a lot of young people these days never ever listen to their parents anymore. They just feel like they can do whatever they want, and this is where discipline comes. And you should be able to discipline yourself to be able to listen to your parents. Not just your parents disciplining you and forcing you to listen to them every time. You should be able to listen to them and listen to what they have to say to you, because it brings true, like overriding on God's blessings. When he said that, I'm like, yeah, it's true. God's blessings is actually your mom and your dad. Your first blessing is actually your mom and your dad that actually God gave to you. That's your first gift when you came into this world. Trust me. So you should be able to listen to them and not override on God's blessings. And you should be able to talk to God and focus on God as well, because when you have God by your side, trust me, it's the best thing. The next one I'm going to be picking is from a girl. Her name is Favor. She was my sweet and beautiful friend when I was in college. So she said desperation about material things, willing to take drastic decision over anything. No, she said willing to take drastic action over anything. Okay, desperation about material things, true. Like, it's so true. This happens every day. We see ourselves wanting to be able to wear what this person is wearing. We're not even contented with what we have. We're not. I feel these are the things we all need to know. If you're 15 and you're watching this video, if you're 25 and you're watching this video, this is what you need to know. Because I'm serious. Like, there are a lot of 25 or 27-year-old ladies and guys that want to be like their friends, that are so desperate. Oh, my friend is wearing this and I have to wear as well. Yeah, I don't have this. Oh, my friend just bought a car, I have to use my savings to buy a car. Really? It happens every day. I don't know what that means, to be very honest. I don't know why you would want to live other people's life, or you'd be so desperate about material things, about having an iPhone, about being able to post on Instagram, about wearing human hair, about wearing that dress, about wearing that shoe. Really? What's there about going to that party and spending your money? Really? Or your friend just like, oh, went to that club last Friday to turn up and you have to go. Does it even make sense to you? Like, even when you think about it, no, you just sit back and think about it. Does it actually make sense to you? Because to me, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why we have to be desperate. It has happened to me before. I was at this stage of my life that it was even me and her, because we're close friends, it was not like desperation. We used to have, most of the time we used to have the same clothes. When I was in college, me and her, we used to have the same clothes, and there's like some of our friends that want to just be like us. Like, they want to be like us, they want to do the same thing. And then you see ourselves today and you think back then in the 2 years back, 3 years back, 5 years back, oh, we're so stupid. And true, it was stupidity. Actually, it's like just being stupid. And willing to take drastic decision over anything still boils down to desperation. Because trust me, oh, my friend has a boyfriend, I don't have. Or, oh, she's married, I'm not married. Or, oh, this guy, she has a boyfriend that's doing this for her, and mine is not doing this for me. I have to look for somebody that will do this for me, and all of that. That's like desperation. I've seen people being so desperate, and they just come into your life. They want to have more information, they want to know more about your life, they want to know what they want to know. So, and the thing is, even when they know, they start feeling stupid and they start feeling bad for themselves. They start getting depressed because of you, or because they're so desperate, and because they just want what you have, or what you have, which is really not the way life is supposed to be. People are different. Things will come to people at different times of the life. You cannot be like this same person. Everybody cannot be an influencer. Everybody cannot be a celebrity. Everybody cannot own a car at the same time. You see some guys, they're buying cars because, he just bought a car. That guy just bought a car. I am going to buy. It's not because they don't have the money to buy that car. It's not because they don't have the money on their account to buy that car, but they are buying it because somebody else bought it. It's not because, like, not because they don't have the money, or not even because they don't have a car. Some of them, they might have a car, but they just want that brand. It has to be that brand. Can you just be normal with your own self? Can you just do whatever you want at your own pace and be happy with yourself? Come on, we should do better actually. So that's one thing we should actually stop being desperate, especially the ladies, the females. Stop being so desperate. Stop it. It's not nice. If you have the money, get whatever you want to get, but getting it because other people got it, making drastic decision, doing what you're not supposed to do, going to places you're not supposed to be going to, and it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't put you in that position of that person. It doesn't make you that person. Truly doesn't. So moving on to what David said to me, these are his exact words. He said, I struggled with inferiority complex in my teen and my early 20s. It was so hard. I thought I was nobody. Though I was always smiling and laughing. A lot of people define me. That was bad. Mistakes. They said mistakes. We don't even know. And you know the beautiful thing about this thing? You know the beautiful thing right now, why I'm so happy? It's because these people talking about these things have been through these things, learned from it, know it was a mistake. Now they know. So you understand. So moving on. It said, I let people define me, tell me what I am and what I can do and what I shouldn't do, instead of me being the one making my life decisions. So he also went further to say that even his choice of school was dictated by other people. Wow. This is like, wow. I feel like I should open a talk show and we should talk about all of these things. And please, you guys should be able to subscribe to my channel and share this video also, so that people should see this. Like, I really want a lot of people to see this, so they can learn one or two from this video. Really, they can learn one or two, or so they can avoid making some of the mistakes that they haven't made before. Please, you guys should subscribe and share this video as well. So moving on to what David said, wow, this was his own mistake. But right now, the good thing is that David is a good friend of mine, is doing well for himself. That's really good for him. And trust me, I'm sure he might have gone through a lot. And for you all going through all of this, I'm so sorry. I'm really so sorry. But this is one. And for you all young ones coming up, or even grown ones, this could happen to anybody anytime. You should know the limits for all of this. You should be able to make decisions yourself. And most of the time, where I'm from, when you start making decisions for yourself, they start saying, oh, you're so stubborn, or you don't listen. But there's something they need to know, that it's our life. And when I mean making decisions for ourselves, I mean making the right decisions. Trust me, because sometimes we tend to make wrong decisions. We just do whatever we think we can do and all of that. But this is so wrong, because people were talking him down, maybe his family members, maybe people around him, and he even thought he could be nobody in life. And even through all of this, he was still smiling and laughing, even through all of the pain and all of that. I don't even know what to say about this right now, but this is too bad. Please, parents should be able to listen to their kids. Parents watching, let's be able to listen to our kids and know what they're going through, because I can imagine that this is actually something really very hard, something so hard, trust me, something really very hard for him to have been through from his teenage to his early 20s. Probably wanted to be in school, probably wanted to learn something, probably wanted to open a business. It happens, but your parents will say you have to go to school, you have to become a lawyer. I was a lawyer, or this is a family of lawyers, this is a family of doctors. This actually happens every time. So one thing you should never ever do in life is let people define you, define who you are. Never let people define who you are in life, because it's going to drain you mentally and emotionally. It's really, really, really going to drain you. It's not really nice telling you, oh, you're not going to be that person. And parents and people around us, parents and guardians, please be able to let these people or these young ones do the things they want to do. I'm also going to talk about peer pressure, because that's another thing. Most of the time, this doesn't come from families. This comes from people around us. This comes from friends around us that you feel like, okay, my friend is a doctor, my friend wants to go to a science class, my friend wants to do this, I have to do that. Come on. You should be able to think. This happens a lot. I've seen people go to where they're not supposed to go to, because this is where their friends are and this is what they think they should be doing, or what they think they should be. And trust me, that's not even the right thing. It's not even close to being the right thing we should do as young ones. It's not even right. It's not the nicest thing to do. We should be able to do things that we want to do, focus on our lives, focus on the path we want to go through. Anyway, I'm bringing you more and more tips, because I had like 9 of my friends talk and say their opinions, so which was really good. It's so really, really bad. I wish this is a talk show that I can actually invite them to my talk show and let them talk to me. I think there's a way I can actually record. I can actually do it online, like record them or bring them to, like, it would be like a meeting that I would record and talk to them, since they're not with me physically. So anyway, these are things that people have made as mistakes. They've been through all of these things, including I sitting here. We've been through all of these things, and wow, these are mistakes that we should never make. We should try to stop. And if you're out there, a young girl or a young boy, and these things are coming up, be able to talk to somebody. If you cannot talk to your mom, talk to your dad. If you cannot talk to them, talk to your friends, talk to your uncles, your aunties, that you know they will understand you and take you through the right path. So I'm going to be ending this video right here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share this video so other people can see it. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, because the part 2 is going to be up soon. After this one, it's going to be up. So make sure you do all of these things and subscribe to my channel so you can help me grow, because I need to grow. A lot of people need to see this. People need to talk about this. People need to learn from this. And I hope you learned 1 or 2 from this videos you're watching. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you, and see you in my next video. Bye.